Welcome, everyone, to the BlooHoops Podcast. I am your host, Eddie Chavez. Over there, across the sea of sand, is none other than my good friend, Ozzy Macias. Ozzy, it's been a while since we've done this, man. How have you
Yeah,
been, and why has this taken us so long?
it's good to be back. It's the comeback that nobody wanted and nobody was aware of. So
I I beg to
things are good.
disagree. I beg to disagree because I've
I
heard
think we have fans out there.
we have fans, man. People are clamoring for what we have to say, Ozzy. It's our job to inform the viewers about the news that they're missing. And with that being said, it's important for us to tell them the facts, Ozzy. You know, you hear all over the news about the media misleading things, going on about lying and fabrications. Well, here at Blue Hoops, Ozzy, we tell it like it is. We tell the truth 100%, Ozzy. That's what we do.
We never lie.
Well,
There are
sometimes.
no lies.
No lies. But any chance I get to sell out, I'm selling out, Ozzy. That's it. I'm saying it right now. Blue Hoops is gonna get sold one day, and I'm gonna make millions.
I'll be
You,
left in the dust.
if this show ever ends, which it might one day, but not anytime soon. But it has to end with both of us leaving. Like, if I leave, it just wouldn't be the same. If you leave, it wouldn't be the same. It has to be both of us leaving together, Ozzy. That's our death pact. Uh, but let us go ahead and begin for what will be the first ever Blue Hoops Minis episode. Now, as a new viewer, you're probably thinking, what the hell is Blue Hoops Minis? Well, in our past show, we've been doing a bunch of shows where they extend to 40 minutes, 50 minutes, an hour, maybe sometimes an hour and 30 minutes, and we realized that's a long time, Ozzy. we can't keep doing that because it sucks and it drains us. So what we're gonna do is do these little mini episodes. Call it Blue Hoops Minis, where we're gonna discuss one topic. It's gonna be quick. It's gonna be easy, and it's gonna be hopefully entertaining for you guys. So with that being said, I'm gonna introduce our first topic. Ozzy, are you ready?
What, what is it?
All right. First thing I
I
want
think
to.
what we should say, like every episode is probably going to be a little bit different, right? I mean, we're going to just wing it. This episode might be different than the next. We're just going to whatever's on our minds at the time, I guess.
Exactly.
But yeah,
You get full non-scripted dialogue between me and Ozzy. Typically that costs thousands of dollars, but today we're giving it to you for free. We do we do come at a discount today, so you're welcome.
imagine Patreon. Go to Patreon, $10 a month.
Not yet, not yet. That's our future goal. That's our plan. All right, Ozzy. So let me introduce the first topic of today. Um, we have a question here that we certainly did not search up because we don't have too much time on our hands. But let's go ahead and discuss it regardless. Question number one, Ozzy. What show would you like if you had to be? What show would you like to be in if you had to be trapped in a TV show for a month? And who would you be if you were a character?
I mean,
Now,
I
I
feel
want
like it would
you
have to be.
now,
Go ahead.
but before you say your answer, what's the definition of show? Are we talking sitcoms? Are we talking any show? Are we talking like the Ellen DeGeneres show, or what exactly are we
Oh,
saying
I
here?
see. Oof. I would say scripted.
Okay, okay,
So, comedy, drama, whatever.
okay.
Scripted. I
So
don't really have anything in mind right now. So I would have to, it would have to be something that's not like Walking Dead or Game of Thrones, where my chances of dying are 100%. So I don't know if do you have one right now in mind?
the only one that comes to mind, and this is probably just because I haven't seen regular TV in a while, but it certainly can't be something violent. Like you said, I actually want to live through that month. I don't want to end up dying midway through the episode, and then that's it. I ain't coming back. So it has to be something worthwhile. But remember the second part of the question is we have to select the character who we would be in this show. So someone who theoretically has a good, right? So the more I did my backtracking in terms of which show I would think of, the only show that came to my mind, one of the few, was the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and I would of course, be Will because he has the most fun in the show. Um, he gets into trouble, yeah, but usually he ends up being
That's the fun.
yeah. At the end of the episode, he gets bailed out, either by Uncle Phil or depending who it is. It always ends on a good note, and it's comedic, and
Every day you get amazing advice from Doctor. What's his name?
yeah,
Uncle
from,
Phil.
from Uncle Phil. Uh,
It's
solid,
unrealistic. Just every
yeah.
day is
You got to pick on Carlton all the time. Get your own butler with what's his name?
Jeffrey.
Yeah, with Jeffrey. Yeah, I think it was Jeffrey. Yeah,
That's a good one.
that's that. So that's the show that pops in my head. The other show that I was thinking of was Kevin James's character in King of Queens.
King of Queen. It's right up my alley.
Now I haven't
That would be
seen
good.
that. I haven't seen that show, but does he get into like situations where, like,
So I mean, hot wife, check. I mean, his job is he works for basically UPS or FedEx, right? So whatever, that's fine. He has what's the name of that old guy?
oh
What's the name of that Jerry Stiller.
yeah.
Great, funny. That's a pretty good show.
So let me ask you this: does it have to be in terms of you know saying that our character will live? Does it have to be a sitcom? Is that what we're leaning towards? Like, it just has to be a sitcom, right? Because we're not going to
It's
survive.
the
Oh,
more
well,
lighthearted stuff.
yeah, because you want your experience to be enjoyable for a whole month. That's a long time. One episode could be, uh, you know, you getting into some sort of wacky shenanigans, and then another part would be, you know, uh, well, that's not good. It says our media will end the
All right, let's
Let's
move along.
cancel
So
that.
so let's say
So yeah, I would say sitcoms in general.
I mean I was gonna go with Seinfeld for risk of dying low, chance of having fun pretty high. You have a wacky neighbor in Kramer.
Yeah.
I hope Dave's not listening to this, but he dates a bunch of hot women.
Also, aren't they
It's not
like
bad.
young? Aren't they like younger than him? Like by a lot.
I think they're always younger.
Jerry Seinfeld, man.
All
But
right, what would
yeah,
be the worst? That's the
okay.
worst.
Well, definitely, like you said, Game of Thrones. But if you had to pick a character, I would presume you would choose someone who lives, right? Granted, I haven't seen Game of Thrones, but from what I've heard, it's like every other character dies within the next few episodes. So,
We've
um,
never seen Game of Thrones, by the way, right? I think we're in the minority there.
right. I missed that whole series. Um, not.
Sopranos, pretty terrible. You just get killed off at any moment.
Yeah, you wouldn't like to live. What's his name? Tony Soprano's life, because constantly stressed, always looking behind your shoulder, and there's no one you can trust. So yeah, and those are very unpleasant shows. So yeah,
Walking Dead. Yeah.
yeah, Walking Dead. Yeah, that's humanity is kind of astray. Zombies everywhere. Yeah, I'm not liking any of those. So, okay, so it's agreed upon. Sitcoms, that's what it is.
Best.
The
Yeah.
best ones. Agreed. All right. So I think we'll leave it. We'll end that topic with that, Ozzy. And right now, let's go ahead and take a break before we accidentally get kicked out, because apparently we didn't pay the Zoom bill. So let's go ahead and we'll be right back.
All right.